And even if they're not, Canon Chester, Michael Hesseltine, Andy K. And they've been workers. We invite the 9th grade and the 10th grade top 10 to come and be hosts and hostesses for this evening, and they've done a nice job. Now we'll call the sophomore class. Gable Reharon, Connor Blunser, Augustus Byram, Zachary De La Garza, Courtney Hesseltine, Ada Marie Martinez, Emily Mutchler, Shashi Patel, Joseph Quinty, and Emma Thomas. And don't they look nice? Yes. Okay, Mr. Seago is going to help us out. Thank you very much, and thank you all for helping me. Okay, if I'll get my helper up here. We start with the juniors, and most of the juniors have been with us all the way through, and we're just so excited to see their growth, see their changing from middle school to high school, and now they just have a few weeks and one more year it's in high school. So we will begin. The first in alphabetical order. Okay. Now, I guess I need to tell you what's going to happen. We've got screens up here, and each student chose a teacher to honor with them, someone who has mentored them or just helped them change their life in a special way. And the teacher is going to come up with them, and there's going to be a video on both of these screens that the student made to thank the teacher. So it's really a neat thing. And appreciate Ms. Arredondo. She facilitated this for us, and I appreciate it. Coach Tom Allen.
Being a coach takes a lot of time and commitment on and off the field. The greatest coach that I've ever played under is my father. My father, Coach Allen, is one of the most hardworking individuals that I've ever met in my life. He spends countless hours on the weekends doing everything he can to prepare his team for success. Coach Allen is an outstanding leader who cares for every one of his players. Throughout my life, I have seen my father coach his players to be more than just football players. He has inspired me to become a coach in the future so that I can impact young adults' lives just like he has throughout his career.
And what the students are receiving tonight, if they have not lettered before this time, if they have lettered, they've already received a letterman's jacket. But if they have that, then we have a patch to go on their jacket. So those, you'll see some get jackets and some will get the envelope, the folder, and that has their patch will be put on their jacket. Hannah Carolyn. Her parents are Doug and Megan Carolyn. She is honoring Paul Brown.
The best teachers are the ones who help their students to learn and understand to the greatest extent they possibly can. I have seen Mr. Brown display this ability multiple times in the 2 years I've had him as a teacher. My classmates and I describe him as always willing and available to help, entertaining of my left field questions about the subject, charismatic, not afraid to admit when he's wrong, and someone who genuinely cares about his students. These are traits the rest of the class and I truly admire. Thank you, Mr. Brown, for being a great teacher.
Tyler Fairchild. His parents are Becky Collier and Garrett Collier. He is honoring Nicole Richards.
The teacher I am honored tonight is Ms. Richards. As one of my teachers in 7th and 8th grade, she has made a big impact on my life. She has taught me to never give up no matter what challenge I'm facing. She also taught me that I should always take my education seriously. I remember students who were in trouble would get sent to a room, and as punishment, she would make them count beatings. Yet she also taught me to relax and have fun. This came across to me when we would have academic celebrations for any of our classmates' successes. All of these lessons are very important and will have a great influence in my future. So, Ms. Richards, I would like to formally say thank you.
Reese Flynn. He has guests with him tonight, his mother, Casey Cluis Flynn, and Noe DeLeon. He is honoring Dawn Jagger.
I feel like everyone has that cool aunt type in their life, and I think the school's version of this is Miss Jagger. Miss Jagger's done so much for me in the progression of my artistic skills, and I wouldn't be the artist I am without her. I came into high school being a drawing student, and over the course of the last few years, she's taught me how to paint and do watercolor. She's really expanded my horizons. She's pushed me out of my comfort zone, and her impulsive attitude has sort of rubbed off on me. I've learned a lot from her, and with that, I've been able to teach my peers. In fact, over the past 2 years, I've been helping other FACE students with things like titles and color combinations and other things, just to sort of push them along. And I feel like that's all us art students. We all try to push each other along, and I think that all stems from Miss Jagger. I can't thank her enough for what she's done, and her eccentric personality always seems to brighten up my day.
Now we have Devin Frosto. She has guests with her tonight, Margaret Cantu, Mary Cantu, and Richard Frosto. And she is, she
Out of all my years attending school in Sinton, Senora Academy has had the biggest impact on my life. She's a great role model and instructor who's taught me much more than just Spanish. She showed me how to be a successful young woman in both the school and the community. These past few years, I often found myself very stressed and in low points just in need of someone who I could talk to. She was always there. I know I can always come to her during these tough times because she will offer her best advice. Overall, she's a great teacher and an even better friend. There's never a dull moment with Miss Academy because of her fun and lively character. She made Spanish class a memorable experience, and I'll never forget her teachings or the joy she's brought into my life.
Tyler Heseltine. His parents are Grant and Amy Heseltine. He is honoring Coach Susanna Gowdy.
door with a smile and saying, "Good morning, Tyler." She is always positive and asks how I'm doing and how things are going. Just knowing how much she cares about me means everything. I've never had a relationship with a teacher like I did with Coach Gavin. After going to Avid, I always have a good and productive day, and it's all sparked by the positive energy Coach Gavin gives off to her students every day. Thank you for everything, Coach Gavin.
Emma Nieto. Her parents are Elizabeth and Michael Nieto, and she is honoring Ms. Maggie Gibson.
Miss Gibson, or as I like to call her Gramps, has been my FPS coach since 4th grade, and she was my teacher freshman year. She always made class fun and inviting, but she's also been my teacher since I was a little girl, when she taught me life skills such as how to sew and how to bake. She has led me to success many times, but our biggest accomplishment was whenever I won 2nd place at the FPS International Competition for my community problem-solving project. I would not have been able to accomplish that goal without her help. Gramps has always supported me in everything I do and always just been one call away whenever I need her. I can look up in the stands whenever I'm at my sports event and I'll see her there taking pictures of me. She takes her free time to help me and has always been my #1 fan. She even still comes to school to help out even though she's retired. Everybody loves Gramps and I have never heard anything but positive words about her. Even her students used to call her Gramps because she's like everybody's grandma. She's a great teacher, but an even better grandmother. She has taught me many things, and I will continue to learn from her.
Now that's another of the perks when you teach in Sinton High School or other schools in Sinton. If your children, grandchildren go here, we get to be with them also. So that's a neat combination there. Congratulations. Jay Patel and his parents were unable to be with us tonight, but he wanted us to honor the the teacher that he was honoring, and that's Coach Jimmy Wooden. And he would come up.
Coach Wooden has always been there to lend a helping hand. I remember my first day of sophomore year, I was walking in class thinking about how my year was going to be. I had heard that chemistry was going to be a very challenging class, and because of that, I was worried about walking into my first period. However, after meeting Coach Wooden, I felt an instant connection. I knew that he was going to be a great teacher. There was never a day that I was wrong about my last statement. Coach Wooden went above and beyond when he taught his class. He didn't just teach, he inspired. From helping me conquer the impossible equations of stoichiometry to teaching the intricacies of photons, Coach Wooden forever marked the subject of chemistry in my heart, of which I will always be grateful. Thank you, Coach Wooden, and congrats on that outstanding basketball season.
And we're going to ask him to present Jay with his letter jacket tomorrow. We appreciate it. Thank you. Katie Rogers. Her parents are Anita and Randy Rogers. She is honoring Miss Carolyn Gray.
Although I was never in any of her classes, Miss Gray was always someone I looked up to in elementary school. She is approachable in hallways and classrooms and welcomes every student she sees with a smile. She was my music memory teacher for several years and taught my kaleidoscope class in 2nd grade. She made learning fun even when I wanted to give up and motivated me to try my hardest. She worked hard to make sure her students knew their information before tests or competitions. She was positive to her students and being a great role model.
Parker Seago. His parents are Connie and Doug Seago. He is honoring Kate Heiser.
So I remember walking in their class my first day of 5th grade. It was a normal day, and then realized that I was going to ELA. By far, the class I started to hate more and more every year. ELA just wasn't my strong suit at the time, and I didn't really understand it. I enjoyed reading and stories, but it didn't interest me. But everything else, forget it. I'm not going to tell you what to read and how to analyze a reading. I just walked into her class. Naturally, being a little kid, you just looked around the room and saw, hey, there's my group of friends, I'm going to sit with them. We're going to talk about you. So, she's going to have to tell us to be quiet. Once we were all sat down and everyone was in the room, across the room, and she recognized me. And I recognized her for some reason, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it at the time. I just always was like, I recognize her. Why? I still never figured it out, until about a week later. She said, hi class, my name is Miss Janota, and I am your ELA teacher for the year. Miss Janota? Man, where do I know Miss Janota? I remember asking my mom, do I know Janota? Why don't you ask her? So the next day I went back and I asked her, where do I know you from? And she happened to bring up the story about how there's a picture of me as a baby, of her holding me. I said, you do not have a picture of me as a baby. Well, later in the week, she brought the picture, and sure enough, it was me, curly hair on. I really didn't like ELA, but somehow she just made it interesting. We did Greek mythology texts. Now, different for me. I was happy to go to ELA. I didn't care what we were analyzing. We could have been analyzing in high school reading, and I still would have done. She never failed to make her lessons interesting, and never failed to make me smile. She wasn't a teacher, but more of a friend that you could always count on to help you whenever you needed it. She was aiming to make sure you were understanding what you were doing, and you weren't just wandering off and talking to your friends like usual. I can't thank her enough for relighting the fire ELA in my mind and helping lead me down a greater path in life. Because the reflective stories that we would always go over have taught me to be more reflective about my actions and how to be a better person. Again, Ms. Heiser, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me, and that's why I'm choosing to honor you at this banquet.
Well, that's the top 10 in the junior class. Let's give them all a big hand. And all the parents and family and friends, congratulations. Yeah. Now we're ready for the top 10 in the senior class. This is a little bit different. I get to tell a little bit about them and share some things with them. We could be here all night just talking about these 10. They are so accomplished and have done themselves proud, their parents, the school, the city. So we appreciate you. And I gave them the opportunity to write some things down, and so I'll tell you a little bit about them. In alphabetical order, our first senior we're honoring is Brett Brown. His parents are Robin and Keith Brown. He is honoring Coach Andreas Alanis. Brett has participated in baseball, football, FPS, and student council, academic all-state, all-American baseball player, and junior and sophomore of the year in baseball, and many other things. After graduation, Brett will be attending Texas State University on a full baseball scholarship. Go Wildcats!
I nominated Coach Alanis.
me and him. I think he's helped me transition from boy to man in a lot of ways. A lot of the adversity, a lot of the situations I've had in high school, he's kind of helped me. This is how you fix it, this is how you take the next step, and I feel like that's something that might not have directly related to my academic achievements this far, but it's something I know that I'll take with me, and I'll use it in raising my kids and my career and in my next step at college and my job. And he set an example. You know, he's a good coach, he's a good man, he's a good dad, he's someone who we can all look up to in a lot of ways. And I think that as I've gone through high school, he's been able to guide me in ways that you can't learn out of a textbook, or you can't even learn on a baseball field or a football field. Just someone who's been there consistently and shows, you know, hey, no matter what you did or no matter what's going on, I've got your back, and there's no situation you can't handle, there's nothing you can't do without the right help and without the right mindset. And he's someone who has helped me develop a mindset that I'll definitely take with me for years to come, and I'm grateful for everything he's done.
And he's a Sinton graduate too. Just one. Our next honoree is Anissa Calamaco. Her parents are Wally and July Calamaco, and she is honoring Dawn Dowell. She has participated in FFA very outstandingly while at Sinton High School and is a member of the NHS. She has been in the top 10 all 4 years. She is chapter president and district vice president. She is graduating with 34 college hours, and after graduation, she will be attending Texas A&M College Station.
The teacher that I'm honoring this year at the banquet is Ms. Dawn Dowell. Ms. Dowell has been my dual credit English teacher for the past 2 years now. Teaches her students to strive for excellence. Ms. Dowell takes the time from her day to not only talk to her students, but get to know them personally. She's always willing to help her students with assignments, even outside of her classroom. On numerous times, she has helped me with essays and other work for other classes. Ms. Dowell even explains every part of an assignment to make sure that everyone understands. She's a great leader and a great part of SHS. Ms. Dowell, you are truly loved.
Callie Collier. With her tonight are her parents, Stephanie and Bruce Collier. She is honoring Coach Omar Rodriguez. She is the National Honor Society Student Council baseball manager in the top 10 in her class. After graduation, Callie will attend Texas A&M Corpus Christi for a degree in nursing.
I had the pleasure of having Coach Rod as my teacher my sophomore year and being around him within baseball ever since. He's not only a teacher, but a friend or a therapist when need be. He always has his door open to talk about absolutely anything. He never tries to dull down a situation. He always lights it up and makes it seem okay, even if it doesn't seem like it is. He's the type of person who is always happy and tries to make people around him laugh with his jokes or anything. He's not only a good teacher and coach, but a good person inside and out. He's just nice and always kind to people around him. I am thankful that I had the chance to get to know him as a person and as a teacher.
Bethany Doria. Her parents are Michael and Margaret Doria. She is honoring Coach Dina Atzenhofer. She is on the Dean list at Del Mar. She's been in the top 10 10% all 4 years. She is senior vice president, and she is graduating with 46 hours of college credit. After graduation, Bethany will attend the University of Texas at Austin.
Coach X, first of all, I would like to say thank you for being here tonight. It means a lot. I would also like to take the time to tell you, you have had such a huge impact on my life, and you've become a role model to me. You are such a kind and creative person, and your vibrant energy always lights up the room. You have played a major role in not only my senior year, but these past 3 years as well. Because of your ambition, positivity, and big heart, my last year in high school was unforgettable and fun. I know I can always count on you to be there, always ready to listen and give advice. I'm grateful to have shared this experience with you. It was definitely worth coming back to basketball. Through you, I have learned to be kind and tough and to always believe in myself. And most importantly, just have fun. Thank you, Coach Axe, for everything and for always believing in me. It was fun being part of your team as your first year head basketball coach. I'm going to miss you next year.
Melina Fletcher. Her parents are Swift and Penelope Fletcher. She is honoring Coach Swift Fletcher, her dad. Melina is academic all-state in cross country. She's a state qualifier for the academic decathlon, and she's been in the top 10 all 4 years. After graduation, Melina will attend the University of Texas in Austin, majoring in human development and family studies and following a pre-medicine track.
About 1 year ago, at this very Academic Achievers banquet, I decided I was going to honor my dad, Coach Fletcher, for my senior year. I remember going home that night and immediately telling my mom my plan. She thought it was really sweet and that it was a great idea, except for one thing. My dad had never officially been my teacher. Technically, she was right at the time, but when I stopped to think about it, she was also completely wrong. I know she's not going to want to hear that, nor my mom. My dad might not have been my official teacher, but he's taught me the most important lessons, and I intend to put them into practice for the rest of my life. He taught me to take pride in who I am and in the work I do, the importance of remaining resilient in the face of adversity, to learn from the mistakes I've made, and the value of hard work and determination. I feel like I should mention that these were all learned over the course of several Coach Fletcher speeches that almost everyone who has met him has heard at least one point in their life. However, that's beside the point. In a sea of Coach Fletcher knowledge. As most people who have met him know, my dad has never been one to just say things and then not put them into practice himself. And he's a firm believer that saying something is starkly different from actually going out and doing it. Therefore, it makes sense to say that I consistently see him put these lessons into practice every day. There has never been a day where I've seen him not work hard or let a less than ideal situation get the better of him. This makes him not only knowledgeable about what he teaches, but a role model for me, my brothers, and so many other people whose lives he's touched as well. There is so much more that I can say about the amazing Coach Fletcher, but I have to keep this kind of short for the sake of time, so I'll end with this. Coach Fletcher, Dad, I am so thankful to be your daughter. There has never been a moment where I wished I wasn't, even though you might think there were a few. I will always hold the lessons you taught me in my heart and remember them for the rest of my life. You have been and always will be the best teacher I have ever had, and I thank God every day that you are the person I get to call Dad.
Ian Gonzalez. His parents are Eric Gonzalez and Celeste Gonzalez. He is honoring Robert Gutierrez. Ian is a National Honor Society. He is a Cobb Scholar, and he is a recipient of the Cobb Scholarship, and he's been in the top 10 for 4 years. After graduation, Ian will attend the University of Texas at San Antonio.
When honoring a teacher, things that I look for personally are character and personality. And it would be a crime not to mention Mr. Gutierrez as one of those teachers. He's witty, he's smart, he's always giving out life advice and keeps us on task. And although this is his first year here, but it feels like he belongs here. He fits right in, and I feel like I've known him for years. The conversations we have together are boundless, and they last for hours, and sometimes I even forget to do my work in the class. His life advice, he can be about what's in the classroom, or just about regular things about his daily life, economics, things to do in the future, how to work in life. You know what I mean. I remember our first day of class, and he's settling down the students, and his tone, his sarcasm, it all just clicked with me. I told him, we'll get along. And I think this has been, hiring him was been one of the best choices SHS made. He's been working so hard in this class, and he really deserves this honor. So thank you, Mr. Gutierrez.
Greta Kieschnick. Her parents are Michael and Laura Kieschnick. She is honoring Dr. Jennifer Mitchell. Greta is NHS president. She's the district blood drive ambassador. She participates in varsity track, and she's been in the top 10 for 4 years. After graduation, Greta will attend Texas A&M University Kings Hill to be a pharmacist. Wow.
I've had the pleasure of having Miss Mitchell as a teacher in anatomy and physiology. At the beginning of the year, she quickly became one of my favorite teachers. When you walk into her room, one of the first things you notice is she has music playing. This automatically makes you feel more relaxed, and it's very comfortable to be in her room. When teaching, she always makes sure she thoroughly explains the topic and relates the topic to real-life examples. She also has a way of making class fun through dissections and review games. She always does something different to make sure it's interesting. It is for these reasons and many more I choose to honor Miss Mitchell. I have learned so much, and I am grateful to have had her as a teacher.
Devin Arta. His parents are Lee and Lori Arta. He is honoring Melinda Trujillo. So Melinda's a Sinton graduate. His parents are both Sinton graduates. Okay, there's a cloud. There's just a thread in there. Ian is in NHS. No, excuse me. Devin is in NHS. Basketball and football. He's been in the top 10 for 4 years, all A honor roll for 4 years. He's graduating with 42 college credits. After graduation, he will attend the University of Texas at San Antonio.
Mr. Trio, I'd like to thank you for being here tonight for this special occasion. You have had a huge impact in my life and have played a big part in who I am today. I can remember walking into your class and actually being excited to learn. You made math for me so much fun, and that's probably why math is my favorite subject. The way you carried yourself in the classroom, you were always so positive and kind, and it spread throughout the entire class. You also always had a smile on your face, and I tried to carry myself the way you did every day in the class. With all this being said, I am extremely grateful that I got to have you as my teacher when I was younger. I looked up to you then, and I still look up to you now. I could never thank you enough.
Ryan Sanchez. His parents are Laurie and Ralph Sanchez. He is honoring Lee Vickers. Ryan has been very active in band. He advanced to area band 2 years in a row and made all regional band 3 years. After graduation, Ryan will attend either Texas State University, the LA Recording School, or Berklee College of Music in Boston to major in music production.
Ms. Biggers is one of the best teachers I've had in school. She always made class a fun learning experience for everyone. Ever since I had her in 7th, 8th grade, junior year, she had always made sure that no one was left behind. And if someone was lost, she always did her best to help them understand. Ms. Vickers has had an impact on my personal and school life, and I will always remember her.
Jason Tang is our next honoree, and he is honoring Coach Keith Talbot. He has been in the top 10 for 4 years, academic decathlon, student council, NHS, basketball manager, challenge team, and Buck Dave's leadership program finalist. Jason will attend the University of Texas in Austin.
I had stepped into a giant hulking man instead of a charismatic woman I was expecting. Our teacher this year was Coach Talbot instead of Ms. Vickers. Recently, just a few days before the start of the year, and suddenly plans had changed. The teachers were different and they had been switched up. I walked in with confusion and I was a little doubtful. Yet throughout the course of the year, Coach Talbot proved more than enough to be a good teacher. He had the mentality of a coach. He had the mentality to overcome. And as of that, he taught his students to overcome as well. Whether it was facing the problems of difficult derivatives or trivial arithmetic, he was always there with a helping hand, even after school or before class or after class. We could always count on Coach Talbot to help us throughout calculus. And for that, I'm grateful. Leading me through the insanely difficult class of calculus with a small is having trouble with the smart board every day, calibrating it to his needs and wants. I feel like throughout the course of this year, Coach Talbot has really taught us, his students, what it means to overcome difficulties as he rose up to his challenge of teaching a new class. And for that, I'm grateful. Thank you.
That's the top 10 and the class of 2019. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations. Before I turn the microphone over to Ms. Irma with all the good tidings, I would like to just, it's on the back of your program, but this is what we started 9 years ago. And we decided that this would be one of our mission statements. Guiding and supporting the future by building and strengthening ties between past, present, and future Sinton High School students. And that's what we strive to do, and I think that each and every one of you who are a graduate, are going to be a graduate, or are graduating, we hope that you will embrace the same and go out and some announcements to make. Did we spend money? Woohoo!
Good evening and
done here, we'll be at the back. We're set up for checks or cash only. If you don't have your checkbook with you, we can hold on to the items for you until you can bring in your money. The deadline will be March 27th, so you've got about a week. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bucket. The Parker Lumber bucket with all the lawn supplies. Mary Ann Calamaco. The Paradise Mani Petty certificate, Anna Franklin. The cross pin from Rogers Fine Jewelers, Mary Long. Thank you. Alan Samuels certificate, Don Mercier. There were a lot of people bidding on this one. The walnut cutting board, walnut and hickory, hand cut, handmade, by John Hobson, Tricia Marriott, and Agassiz Pralines, Vicky Martino. Dinner for Two at Backstreet, Sam Moss. The certificate for House of Trophies, I'm sorry, I can't read your name, is it Sherry Matthew?
Sherry Matthew.
Okay, thank you. By Sampat Electric, Misty Kinney. The outdoor poof, Misty Kinney. The Prime and Prime Photography gift certificate, Misty Kinney. The Valero fuel cards, Misty Kinney. The gift basket from Adrian Events and Floral, Misty Kinney. And the 1-year subscription to the News of San Patricio County, Roger Kinney. Yeah. Roger got one thing, yeah. Thank you. Thank you to the Kinneys. The door wreath, Hannah Cluas. Dinner for two at the Butter Churn, Hannah Cluas. Dinner for two at Rancheros Restaurant, Hannah Cluas. She's hungry. The metal detector, donated by Oscar and Norma Jean Rivera, and this one was very popular too. Hannah Cluas. The bowl, candle, and tea towel, Hannah Cluas. And the American flag that's been flown over the nation's capital is Hannah Cluas. Thank you, Hannah. And the assorted baked goods by the Batter Up Bakery, B. Kinney. The gift certificate from L. Williford for a brand new car, B. Kinney. The cinnamon coated pecans, B. Kinney. The painter room certificate by True Value, B. Kinney. And dinner for two at Cavallari's is B. Kinney. Thank you very much, Ms. Kinney. The gift certificate for the will by Vicky Martino, attorney at law, is Grant Hesseltine. The Trio Mini Travel Bags, Grant Hesseltine. The Noble Coffee House, little gift basket, Tina Buffa. And the Lazy Bee Rental, Tina Buffa. Thank you, Tina. The Texas flag that has flown over the state capitol in Austin, Linda Rodriguez. And the Academy gift card, donated by Camacho Recycling, Linda Rodriguez. Thank you very much, Linda. Again, we'll be sitting at the back, waiting for you and your checks and your cash. Thank you. Good evening. the owner. A pleasure to have each and every one of you with us tonight. But most of all, I want to thank the parents and the guardians and the grandparents for sharing your children with us. And we really appreciate that. And we hope that we live up to the standard of being a good steward of what you bring to us. And we promise that that's what we do. Dr. Jones?
Thank you, everybody.
Okay. And we think we're going to, I think he's going to stay with us, so, we're hoping. Very good. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. God bless you, and have a safe trip home. Juniors and seniors.